In 1983, Car and Driver released its first 10 best automotive list. The Honda Accord was on that first list and has been for 38 years ever since, more than any other vehicle. Come see why the Accord is consistently rated as one of the best vehicles on the road at Team Honda on Siegen Lane.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 9 News Now on WAFB Plus. It's a Friday morning here in South Louisiana. Well, actually, it's probably a Friday morning in a lot of other places. But we're going to focus on us. So welcome to it. A lot to get to today. Actually, it's kind of, look, you walk out this morning, feel a little bit of that moisture in the air. We got some showers kind of passing through, and you're looking at like 73 degrees in Baton Rouge going, what in the world is going on? It's like December, well, something, or January something. Welcome to the new year. Here's the thing. This is what Jared Silverman has been telling us all morning long. If you don't feel like you need the coat right now, bring it anyway. You're going to need it later. This is some crazy weather we got going on. The highs right now, and then what's coming next week. It's a lot to talk about, Jared.
The highs are when we should hit the lows and the highs. We're living in the upside down, I think. I think that's kind of what we're doing over here. Yeah, as Matt said, you're going to want to bring that jacket with you. I know you definitely don't need it right now. It's 73 degrees, warm, muggy, humid, but it's going to cool down significantly in the afternoon. Already, look at the winds gusting up to 33 miles per hour. So we've got the wind advisory in place. We definitely need that. If it was warm yesterday, 77 degrees, blowing out that average of 62, and we're starting off warm this morning. Wind advisory in effect right now until 6 p.m. area-wide for winds gusting over 40 miles per hour. Certainly going to be sustained 20 to 30, and that's going to be the deal right on through the afternoon. So both AM and PM, we're looking at windy conditions. Gusting over to 40 miles per hour, certainly. It's in effect until 6 p.m., so by the time we get there, the winds start to relax once it gets dark outside. Take you over to our radar network. We've got all these sweeps. We've got 3 more radars that are accessible to us and only us. That's why you should keep it locked in at Channel 9. And we got a couple of thunderstorms moving through. The good news, we're not seeing any warnings on these right now. And if we're not seeing any warnings right now, we're probably not going to for the next couple of hours. So that's good news. We're definitely getting hit here a lot less harder than they're getting hit up north. And once this line moves through, which by the way, it should do, I would say between now and about 9 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be good to go. 7:30, that's the position. Take you forward to about 9 a.m. 9 a.m. we got the back edge right on top of us. By 10 a.m. it's gone with the wind. And watch what happens with the temperatures Friday at 4 p.m. dropping into the 50s. So in the afternoon, even though the sun's out, it's going to be a beautiful day this afternoon, it's still going to get cold and windy. By the way, we are still in that level 1 marginal risk. Right now, I've really dropped this down. Flooding, forget about that. Hail, forget about that. Damaging winds, isolated tornado possible between now through 9 a.m., but we're not seeing anything of the sort right now, so I think we're okay. Cold front moves through, high pressure builds in, and that high pressure is going to be with us for Saturday and Sunday. Bodes well, right? But then here comes a fly in the ointment as we get to Monday night, MLK Monday night, going into early Tuesday morning. Here's Baton Rouge. And yes, the models are suggesting the hint of a little bit of wintry precipitation. If anything happened, it would be freezing drizzle only because it's not cold enough higher up in the atmosphere to support snow. But I think all that precipitation is going to be out of here before we drop below freezing. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Stay tuned over the next few days. We're going to nail that down. Lots of confidence here on the Arctic blast. That's going to affect a big part of the nation. Midweek next week, we're talking about multiple hard freezes. You got to be ready for these. That's 24 degrees on Tuesday morning. Look at Wednesday morning down to 20, and I'm being kind of conservative with that 20. We might drop to the teens. That's hard freeze. You got to make sure for that time you got to have those pipes wrapped. Starting in the low 70s this morning, but take the jacket with you because we drop into the 50s this afternoon. Matter of fact, watch how fast this whole thing develops. By 10 a.m., I'm already taking us down to 20%, down to 0 the rest of the day, and the winds are going to be howling. Then for tonight, prepare for a light freeze, just a light freeze tonight, so you don't have to wrap the pipes or anything with the overnight low down to 32. We're going to cool down that quickly. Saturday looks good, mostly sunny and dry. Sunday looks good, mostly sunny and dry. Then on MLK, we get that little bit of a fly in the ointment. And again, those really chilly temperatures at 7:07. Johnny, hopefully it won't get any colder than this the rest of the winter.
I got to tell you, though, it was a good day to wrap pipes. Yesterday it was nice and warm. I've wrapped them after the cold hits, and without gloves, your knuckles tend to actually crack, and dry skin don't want to do that. You do have a couple of days to wrap those pipes, especially 62-degree Sunday.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody. Take you out to our interactive drive time map and our traffic watch cameras. Take you right on down to the area of concern here. Not concern for us as much as it's concern for some folks with the camping trailer. It was right here in the wee hours of the morning. This broken down truck pulling their weekend camper. Now we have the MAP vehicles on the scene, and unfortunately it looks like they're going to need a tow. So the tow vehicle's on the scene. That's right at the 10-110 split, where 10 goes off to the north on 110 or across the bridge on 10 west. So that's not going to be there a whole lot longer, but boy, they've been there since the wee hours of the morning. What a unfortunate thing for those guys. Hopefully they'll get some relief from that and find out what's going on and fix that truck and get on their weekend. There it is. So really no significant backups, although with all the flashing lights with the MAP vehicles, they have that has slowed traffic down a little bit, and that is a good thing. Then we take you right on over to the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Off the phone again with the Causeway Police. High crosswind advisory. They're wanting to remind you of that, but no restrictions. A lot of times they will restrict motorcycles and RVs and glass trucks and things like that, but not the case today. Not yet. That could be coming, though, they told me. 7:08, 8 minutes after. Liz Coe, a much-deserved time off. Dr. Steve Caparata, much-deserved time off. Matt Williams stepping in, as he always does, with a flawless execution of the fill-in work. And he's over in Studio B right now with WAFB 9 News Now.
I can't pay you any more than I already do, Johnny, but I appreciate it. Let's talk about those headlines as we kind of get you ready for what is to come. We're going to start you right here. You know the line, this reminded me of this. You know the line from the Austin Powers movie? Who throws a shoe? Honestly. This reminded me of this. Who robs a boot store? Honestly. Well, according to Baton Rouge police detectives, apparently these two guys, you're looking at one of them right here. Here's a look. A couple of good pictures. Now, they say this is the boot store. You know where it is in Baton Rouge? Right there at Florida Boulevard near the old Cortana Mall area. Currently, obviously, a pretty big Amazon delivery or destination spot. They're saying these two guys robbed the boot store early last month. Actually, about over a month ago. These photos just coming out now. Again, good photos. See if you can't put your eyes on them. Help them out a little bit. From the I-Team. A lawsuit, a federal lawsuit being filed now by the family of the man killed during kind of not a police pursuit or police chase, but by a police cruiser on its way to another scene. I know you remember this story from back in October. And actually the person involved here, Caleb Chapetta, a deaf man, actually at the corner of Government Street and South Foster, couldn't hear the sirens coming, and that's when an officer kind of blew through the light there on the way to another scene. He was killed there at the scene. The officer involved in that arrested after the crash. And now the family of this man, seeing him right here, has filed a federal lawsuit. Where does this go from here? That is the forward progress with this case. Again, this goes back to October. I-Team is following it. We'll keep you in the know about what happens with any court proceedings. Speaking of proceeding here, will Louisiana opt out of the summer EBT program for hungry kids? Well, you got a number of states that actually jump in on this. It's a federal program. But right now, there are 15 states not signed up for it, and Louisiana is actually one of them. A conversation coming out of the governor's office, Jeff Landry apparently saying not commenting right now on this particular program that is designed to help. What it does is it gives $40 for those who qualify, $40 per month per child to help with meals over the summer. Now the good news is here, even though Louisiana is not a part of it right now, the delay from the governor's office or however they decide to go with this, the delay shouldn't hurt too much. They can still opt in at the last minute, but one of 15 states, Louisiana, right now, not a part of the summer EBT program. Speaking of food, how's your crawfish taste going right now? Just the beginning of crawfish season, right? Mid-January goes till about July, that kind of thing. Kind of a rough start, and it all goes back to the drought we had in South Louisiana, and now we're getting ready for some crazy freeze. That's not a real good recipe for good crawfish, like healthy crawfish, good size, plentiful. So that means prices are up right now, and again, it may take until March until we see maybe stuff start to fall, and that's already deep into the season. We'll see, but yeah, crawfish season in Louisiana taking a hit because of a couple of Mother Nature factors that we've talked a lot about. Want to let you know, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Day right around the corner on Monday, but want to give you a look actually right now. I can show you on the website. Our digital team has put this together for you. One-stop shop, whole bunch of activities as I just kind of scroll through all over the Baton Rouge area. from like today all the way through next week. So if you're looking for something to do, community-oriented, community-driven, it's all right there waiting for you. Make your way over, again, WAFB.com. You'll find a list of events waiting for you. Want to let you know the 2024 Baton Rouge Blues Fest, the lineup is already good to go. They've announced who's going to be showing up, the dates, the times, all that kind of thing. 4 stages are going to be out there. If you want to be a vendor selling some of the good South Louisiana food, they need you to sign up for that. All the information waiting for you there at the website. Saw what the Lady Tigers did to Texas A&M last night at the PMAC. That score, 87-70, not a real testament to how one-sided that game was in the third and fourth quarter. Coach Mulkey led some more players kind of off the bench, get out there onto the floor. Aggies kind of made a little run, but still a 17-point win. Good win for them. They're on the road at Auburn this coming weekend. Southern men's basketball and women's basketball on the road tomorrow. Both squads 2-0. Both squads taking on FAMU in Tallahassee, Florida A&M University. We'll see how the men and women do. Again, that's tomorrow. They tip at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Speaking of a tip, this is going on tonight. The Pelicans on the road. It's their third of a 5-game road trip. They've already beaten Golden State and Sacramento on this road trip. Now they're in Denver to take on the reigning champions, the Denver Nuggets. And oh, by the way, you can watch that game on our sister station, WBXH. It's a late tip, guys. It's a 9 o'clock tip tonight. But we've got about 10 or so games of the Pelicans right there on WBXH. It's a great way to cheer on the Pels. Big game tonight, though, against the reigning champs.
I like watching the Lady Tiger basketball team, but as far as like the Pelicans or the men's or whatever, just give me the final score.
Really?
No, seriously, yeah. I love baseball and football.
He's not a big fan.
No,
he's not a big
but the
fan.
Lady
I can't get him to follow.
Lady Tigers, that's something else.
Well, I mean, the Lady Tigers are probably going to make another run at the championship. They're probably going to repeat again, so you have that.
Oh, my gosh. Would that be awesome?
I think they'll do it. I mean, they've got an all-star team.
We're standing here in the studio, Matt. I don't know if you heard it back in the where you are, but rain coming down.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be
I can't hear him.
It'll be
I'm pretty well
quickly
isolated
moving
back
through,
here.
you said.
Yeah, by 9 a.m., I think the back edge will be getting out of here. We're not seeing anything severe. Fingers crossed that we get through the next 2 hours and don't have any watchers or warnings, and we'll be okay.
And you mentioned, Jared, obviously with the big freeze coming, it's all about those, all about the P's. And the 5th P, don't go outside and pee, because that'd be bad.
What? The 5th piece pool.
Oh, I like that one.
Swimming pool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know which one it was. See you in 10 minutes, y'all.
See how you can save thousands whether you buy here or sell here at the Team Automotive Group. Sell your vehicle to us and we'll pay you top value, or buy here and get a 90-day warranty on the purchase of a pre-owned vehicle. Get Team VIP service at every location of the Team Automotive Group.